Hey y'all, Sherry with Sherry's World here. Oh my goodness, so I guess we got through the cruise and then I get home. I want to say that was about the week of Juneteenth, maybe. Um, so the following week, or maybe 2 weeks later, I can't remember. I went to see my oncologist, and he was like, if you're going to consider the stem cell transplant, you're going to have another round of the chemo and the steroid shots, well, the chemo shots and the steroids. And again, I was, still kind of agonizing about what to do. And like I had said before, I've been praying, please God, just give me an answer. Just tell me what I need to do. And still trying to figure out, does nothing mean do nothing or what? Just wasn't sure. So I finally made the agonizing decision to go ahead and have the stem cell transplant. In order to have the transplant, though, I have to have another round of chemo, which is like a bridge to the process to begin the testing and everything for the stem cell. So I had those 2 weeks, which took me into July. Because I'm thinking it was after July before. Yeah, it had to be. Because the cruise was that in that last week of June leading into July. The holiday happened. So I either went to see the doctor that week or the following week. So yeah, we were well into July. But I said yes. And wasn't I was in a bad way. I literally cried during that particular day when I gave him the answer, and he still misunderstood me. He thought I wasn't going to do it, and I'm glad that I called the transplant coordinator. She said, "Yeah, he said you weren't doing it." I said, "How could he think I said that?" When I agreed to this round of chemo, I said, "Did you take me off the list?" She said, "No." She said, "I was going to give you a couple of days and then give you a call." So thank God for her intuition. So that first week of August, I want to say it was around August 3rd, I had my first meeting with them, so they can kind of go over everything and see if I was, truly ready. And that's when all the testing, or the setup for all the testing, I had to have bone marrow biopsy, EKG, echocardiograms, like every kind of test you could think of, I had to have. I'm gonna keep going. I know I've been trying to keep these to 3 minutes, but I'm just gonna keep going. Every kind of testing that you could think of had to be done to make sure that my body could take the process. So even though they kept saying I'm relatively young, which I appreciated, I'm not young, if you know what I'm saying. So the body they had to make sure that the body could really endure. So all these blood tests, which I'm not a good stick anyway. I mean, they use a little butterfly, and even then, my veins jump on them. They roll on them. So, and then I'm dealing with my own anxieties about being stuck. Which I tell people, if somebody, say, "Oh, she died of overdose," it's a lie. So started an investigation. I don't do needles or pins. Or pills, needles or pills. But anyway, so we get through August, we get through all this process, and it was much harder than I thought it would be. Um, there was something called Granix shots that I had to have, and I thought it would be one shot. It turned out to be 4 shots every day for 4 days. Start on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That Thursday, they harvested my stem cells. So at least they were using mine, which I think they call it the autologous process. They took my stem cells and froze them, refrigerator, however they do them, put them on ice until the procedure. But like I said, every week I had some kind of something, some kind of testing, some kind of process. And that was pretty hard on me, which it shouldn't have been, because it was just a thing of me laying there. But my body was so uncomfortable because of everything else I had been dealing with. And I told you about the neuropathy and there would be pain in the body and pain I couldn't explain, and I had to lay pretty still because the machine would stop and then reset itself every time I moved. Because I tried to sit up on the side of the bed, but it's made, for you to lay down as they're taking the stem cells. So like I said, it was a lot. It was a lot, but I endured and got through all the testing. And I had like a week off, and then it was the week of Labor Day. So as we're getting closer, I'm gonna go ahead and probably end it here and then give you a little bit more about where we are once we get to Labor Day. Really, it's the day after, and why they say I now have 2 birthdays. I'll explain all of that later. See you soon.